I didn't expect that. That started really quick. Hello, Capricorn Cross Watcher. Welcome to the Cross Watchers only reading. I'm still really bad at this intro. If you're not familiar with what these are readings that I do for Cross Watchers of a particular sign to help you get insight and clarity. Okay. On that particular sign, if you guys are dating or in a situationship or you got a crush on them or something, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the cards because one just flew out here. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. Interesting. First thing I hear with this cross watcher of a Capricorn is the fun is over. It's more or less, if I were to say, this feels to me like two things. Either it's a short-term connection with someone, meaning like you've been together for less than a year, maybe 6 months in that range. Or this is something where it's kind of off and on a lot, but I feel whatever happened with you guys leading up into this time, because of course these cover for the midpoint of August, going into the midpoint of September. I want to know what happened before though. Whatever it is that transpired with you guys prior to that point, so early August, late July, it's giving you an opportunity to walk away from this person. Because I feel if like the other thing I wanted to say is like a whirlwind romance type of deal. So this is kind of like someone you meet and you hit the ground running. And what I very much feel this could be, even though I do want to clarify this to see if I can get a little bit more insight into it, it could have potentially been you found out this person was still seeing an ex, or you found out that there was another person type of deal. But it just kind of feels like being caught off guard, like all of the words that are coming to me. It's like, I don't want to say obsession. It's just whirlwind romance. It's like someone that you meet and you just have really great chemistry and things just kind of hit the ground running from the very beginning. You know what I mean? And it's this assumption from the cross watcher coming into this situation that this was going to be something. This was going to be something. We have the Lover in the reverse in my little gypsy deck, clarifying that Three of Cups in the reverse. But it's like things kind of took off like crazy and got away from you. And the hope or the desire was this matriculating into something, but things halted. This card came out in the reverse and the energy feels similar. I can't remember what sign that was, but it was almost like an expectation of this person to either commit to you or to make some sort of declaration of love. And whatever the specifics are, for some of you, it very well could have been finding out that they went back to a person, or the assumption that there's another person or something along those lines. And things didn't quite pan out. So the opportunity that's on offer for you all right now is you can walk away. For some of y'all, I feel that this is kind of a thing that happens. It's almost like the cross watcher comes to a place to where they get frustrated, and it's getting frustrated. Why is my mother texting me? It's getting frustrated with wanting this person to take an action or to make a declaration or to make it official. And you get frustrated when they don't, right? So you inadvertently say, okay, I'm just gonna call it quits. Like, I'm gonna give up on this. Nothing's gonna happen with it. I don't know why this is tracking so slowly. Like, I feel like I'm moving in slow motion, but anyway, you're like, okay, I'm going to walk away. But the second that you try to, or you even think about it, the person calls and everything is kind of fine, if you will. But at the same time, cross watcher, I feel like you guys are kind of getting tired of it, because the next cards that came out is the Star in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So it's almost in a sense of like, it's consistently waiting on this person to make a shift or this person to make a change, right? And having hope that things are gonna shift with them or they're gonna behave differently. You get to this point of frustration and you're like, bump it, I'm gonna move on. But the second you do, they come again and kind of restore hope in the situation. But I feel that this is something that has happened so much. And I would even say for those of you where this has been like 6 months, y'all have been together, it's kind of like a red flag. You know, if you haven't been with this person for more than a year and it's this constant kind of back and forth type of deal, that's a hella red flag, because I feel almost like the mindset behind it that allows you to give the person another chance. And I feel like I said something very similar with another sign. I just can't remember who it is right now, but it's things that they say or things that they do that restores hope, because you're thinking, well, if they really didn't care, like if they really didn't want to deal with me, if they really didn't want to be with me, if they really didn't want this to matriculate into something, they would have never done that, or they would have never said that. So it's almost rationalizing it in a way that they're saying they love you, or they're saying what it is that you want them to say, that they want to commit. And was this Libra Crosswatcher? Because it's almost like this feeling of like, there's something that's getting in the way that's stopping them. But it's like, whatever they're doing, that for you is like why you're like, okay, well, I didn't think about it that way. Well, they do have, you know, a kid with this person, or, you know, that is their ex-wife. I've never been married. Like, I really don't know what a divorce is like. It's kind of like that vibe where it's either some ignorance that you have in this area. And I don't mean ignorance in a derogatory sense. I mean ignorance in like, you know, what Webster's dictionary would say, like literally not knowing. Like there's some blind spot of the situation this person is in, or their life circumstances, even if it's like them working in corporate and you never having worked in corporate, so you really don't know how a person's schedule is. But it's something where them speaking to this area that you're insecure about, not personal insecurity, but insecurity in the sense of it's an area you're not very familiar with, that makes you kind of be like, well, maybe I am being a little too hard on them kind of deal. But I feel with this being a habitual pattern with this person, it's kind of starting to make you angry. It's starting to embitter you. And it's almost to the point where you're losing hope in the situation. But I still feel at present, you guys still have hope in this working out, because it's very much the feeling that there's some viable reason why this person is holding back. I don't feel you guys have come to the place where you think the person doesn't care about you or they don't have feelings for you. Because like I said, what they're saying to you or what they're doing when you try to walk away, it's like, well, they have to feel something. So it's kind of trying to make sense out of why it is that they're, I'm so sorry. My mom keeps texting me. Anyway, but it's something like that that keeps opening the door for you guys. I have to pause, y'all, because this energy coming from my mother on my phone is driving me. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry, y'all. My mom was trying to call my kid wasn't answering, and she's like freaking out, like, why is he not answering? He's literally just in the living room, just not answering his nana. But that's neither here nor there. But anywho, but yeah, but I feel that's what it is. It's something that this person is saying that's kind of pinging on an area for you where you can't confidently say, oh, like they're BSing me, not saying that they are, you know, but you can't confidently say that. So that's kind of what leaves the door cracked for this person, if this is making sense. But at the same time, you guys are getting hella frustrated with it. Now, next card we have reflecting their energy. Interesting, is the Two of Swords. That's still very much, let me say it like this. this person, there's a level of awareness of, and I'm just going to say it how I'm hearing it. It's a certain level of power that this person knows that they have over you. And I hear power of persuasion. So it's them knowing you well enough to know what to say, what to do to get back in your good graces. So it's one of those things where things are good, then things kind of turn in a way where they may stop calling or they go MIA and you're like, bump this, I'm leaving. The second that that happens, and this may sound kind of weird, for some of you, it could literally be you making the decision in your mind. Like you saying like, okay, today that's it, I'm done. If they call, I'm not answering, I'm over it type of deal. But then it's like somehow, or you start talking to someone else, you have a date with someone else, and somehow, some way that day, like that person will end up hitting you up or like calling you or like texting you type of deal. So it's almost like you would feel that this person has like telepathy or something with you. You know what I'm saying? Like they can discern like, wait a minute, she's moving on. Hold up, let me reel this back in type of deal. It's kind of like the vibe with it. But I feel this person knows that they have the power of persuasion with you, you know? And it's almost like this vibe of like, oh my gosh, why am I hearing incubus? And this is one of the songs I'm not really a fan of. Promises. I'm on the road of least resistance. I'd rather give up than give into this. But promise me something, one thing, could you? Don't ever make me promises. Y'all have to look up the lyrics. That's one of the songs. I mean, that song, it's like, okay, it's not my favorite song, you know, but I'm hearing that. And I'm still hearing the lyrics. Now you see me, now you don't. Yeah, y'all might have to look that up, because maybe that'll have some resonance with you. That's interesting. I just talked about in another reading about how I rarely get messages through songs, but they're always like for other people. And the way that I know it's a message is because it's a song that I either don't know or I'm just really not too particularly fond of. Dear Brandon Boyd, really wasn't a fan of that song, but you know, we all make mistakes. Moving right along. But yeah, but I feel like with this person, it's almost like this continuation of making false promises to you. But it's the thing I don't like about this energy is their awareness of it. Like if the person was oblivious to this, but it's kind of the fact of like them feeling this sense of you're not really going anywhere, you know, like I know what button to press and they're, you know, back, you know what I'm saying, type of deal. But I can't deny that there is some sort of like intuitive connection to where this person picks up on that energy whenever you're trying to move forward. But again, it's still this thing of this connection between the two of you, them being cognizant of this, but them using it to their advantage. And it's almost kind of like them buying time in so many words. And then the next card that came out is, oh, and I forgot to say with the star card, that's Aquarius energy. The next card that came out is the Justice in the reverse. And of course, that's Libra energy. And I feel with this, it's like the person is attempting to avoid consequences. So what it really is, okay, the true consequence of, especially looking at this Lover card in the reverse, I'm dating this person, stuff was super, super good, you know, things are copacetic, I kind of fall off, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like this idea of, if they wanted to be with me, they would commit to me, right? And that would be the thing that makes you want to walk away from it. But then it's like, but then if they didn't want to be with me, they wouldn't keep trying to keep me from leaving type of deal. why am I hearing another song? What is happening, Capricorn Crosswatchers? Now I'm hearing Fantasia. Come on. If you don't want me, wait. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and that would be, I guess, from the Crosswatchers perspective, because it's the thought of, it's like, if you don't want to be with me, then what are you here for? But if you're here, you must be here for some particular reason. But the other side of that is the fact of them knowing, like, they don't want you to go anywhere. And they know what to do to get you to stay. But I'm pretty sure you guys' level of frustration, especially while you'd be watching this, you know what I'm saying? Is because it's like, if they don't want to be with me, why won't they let me move on? You know? And the vibe I'm kind of getting from this, with them, this justice in the reverse of them not wanting to face consequences, because truth be told, if you're dealing with a person and you're not giving any clarity of where it is that it's going, the consequence of that would be that the person would walk away. But the thing is, it feels very much like a have my cake and eat it too kind of vibe. Eat my cake and have it too. Makes more sense to me, but that's neither here nor there. But it feels like that kind of vibe where it's, they don't want you to go away, but then they don't want to, and I'm saying commit, but I feel this could be a myriad of different things, whether it's them telling you that they love you or, you know, expressing how they feel, whatever the case, it's something that you guys are desiring from this person that they're holding back on. And because they're holding back on it, the natural order of things, the consequence would be you walking away. But when you attempt to walk away, they bring you back, you know, and it's them being aware that they're doing this because there's a consequence they don't want to face for their actions, which is hella unfair to you. Let me just say. The next card is the 8 of Pentacles. Dude, that's the same deal. It's almost like, if I were to put this into this back and forth I'm seeing, it's literally you decide you're going to walk away, so you distance yourself. Now they come running, right? Now when you turn around and you come back and you're like, okay, I'm here, then they turn around and they walk away. It's literally like some runner chaser type of stuff, you know. That's literally the vibe I'm getting here, you know. So even with you guys coming to this place now where you're starting to lose hope in the situation, it's like, I feel this person may be coming extra hard, like they're putting in work in a way that you ain't never seen it before. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if they used to, you know, lay out the red carpet, now they're laying out the red carpet with rose petals, running your bath water type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they never took you on a date, they taking you on buku dates now. And I still feel it goes back to this intuitive sense where if my cross watchers are coming to a place to where you're reaching your breaking point, where it's like, I'm really starting to think this is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, again, going back to these time frames, I feel that would be more for people where this has been going on for an extended period. Again, if this is someone you've been dealing with for less than a year, this is just hella red flags, run, run, run like the wind type of deal. But I feel this person is putting in extra work now, and you're not necessarily responding the way that you used to, but there's still this ember of hope that you guys have in this connection with this person. But I feel that you guys are like detached, but they're fully aware of this, which is why it is that they're coming so hard. And my question is like, well, why you just don't just do that? Like, just come hard, period. Okie dokie. So next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. So it's an offer. Please let this be good, please. Okay, wait. I think I'm gonna use the gypsy to clarify it. Please let this be good. What my hope is, I'm gonna say what my hope is. What my hope is for this Ace of Pentacles is, because you guys are getting to this point of being fed up, that this is like the kick in the butt that they need to finally be like, okay, here's something tangible type of deal. I really hope and pray that that's that. And it's not just like another one-upman type of thing. Let me see. Whoop. The Death in the reverse. Here's the dealio. Now this becomes a forewarning, my Capricorn Crosswatcher friend. Okay, so an offer is going to be made from this person because like I was saying, just with you guys' energy, y'all are at a place that y'all have not been in with this person before, which is literally you reaching your breaking point, like getting really fed up of the same thing over and over again, right? Now, this person is fully aware of what little to do to keep you from walking away, right? Being consciously aware that they don't want to face the consequences for their behavior, which means they are aware of what they're doing. So they're fully aware that they're doing this, right? They just don't want to lose you in the process. So whatever this is that they have going on or how they're behaving towards you, them not committing, them not expressing their love for you, whatever the case, it's them not wanting to do that just yet, but not wanting you to go anywhere. It's like them kind of trying to figure out whatever it is that they got going on, you know? And because it's a fear of you reaching the point of no return with them because your behavior has shifted. So with them kind of sensing with you that it's like very cold, very dry, that you're getting sick of their bullshit, and them picking up on that, right? Now they're going into overdrive, right? Now with this Ace of Pentacles, they are going to give you this thing, you know, for some of you, it's committing, it's, you know, it's a myriad of different things, you know, it's something tangible. Now, this is them taking it up a notch because you're getting really fed up. So as before, every time prior to this, you were like, fed up, like, boy, stop playing, like, right? But now you're really fed up and they really feel that. So again, because they don't want you to walk away, an offer is going to be made to you guys with this death in the reverse clarifying this. This is literally something to, once again, keep this from ending because they don't want it to end, right? They don't want you to walk away. They want you to be in their life. My only take on it is I don't necessarily feel that it's for the most, it's for selfish reasons is the vibe that I feel for this. It's very self-serving. An important time frame for this, like I was saying in the beginning, with this death card, this is the 15th through the 30th of July. Right? So this is like something that's transpired in that last part of July. And it very well could be epiphanies, revelations, things of the sort that came around the Aquarius full moon, you know, that gave you kind of like an epiphany or an aha, because that full moon did have a great deal to do with relationships, like insights into relationships and partnerships and things of the sort. And we do have Aquarius energy here with the star card in the reverse. But the whole thing is here is I do believe they're going to up their game and give you something that's tangible. But the thing I feel that's imperative to keep in mind is this person's intentions. So it's not so much that, oh, I'm giving you this because from the kindness of my heart. It's, you know, oh my gosh, I think you're going to walk away and I don't want you to walk away. So it's not them thinking about what's in your best interest. Like that's the only thing for me that's concerning, is I feel this person should be more concerned about your best interest and what's best for you. And if you walking away was what's best for you, you would think a person would be supportive of that, but it's this thought of, oh, I just need to take it up a notch and give them this thing. So they feel like, all right, we're good. They've never done this before. We're headed in a new direction. But the reason for that is because they don't want what you guys have going on to end. So I think it's imperative to be conscious of that. Now, in the extended reading, we're going to dive deeper into that because I look at how the person thinks and feels about you. So we're looking at like deeper implications of where this person is coming from and if there's any other extenuating circumstances that are valid as to why it is that they are doing this. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. You know, I'm going to my network and Patreon and Vimeo and everywhere else, you know, to do you guys extended. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. If not, I still love your freaking face. And I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.